now to 171. The top-seeded Travis Tiger on the left side, 33-1, a returning champion. And Tyler Hancock on the right side at 12-2. Tyler is the number 2 seed.
In third place, from Denver.
Now we are joined by the head coach of New Canaan, Paul Gallo. And Coach, obviously this must be a good time for you, win or lose. This event draws so many fans. It really is just something special.
It's really an interesting tournament. We get 16 teams in the county coming here, and the fan base is fantastic. We're always packed for the finals. There's a lot of excitement, and it's pretty electric.
How would you say this has grown over the years of you being a part of wrestling?
Well, it's so much bigger. It used to be a smaller tournament as far as participation. Now we have a lot of fans. We're really into wrestling, and it's very big sport in our county now.
Travis Tiger is considered your red wrestler. Both of the singlets, as you can see, look very similar. Hancock, the green wrestler. How do you see this match playing out?
Travis Tiger is ranked second in the state. He's a clear favorite. His father's the coach. He's been wrestling a long time. But Hancock is one of those wrestlers who's a thrower and can always win the match.
We go back to one of your wrestlers in the 145 final, Brian Kazuz, dropping the final to Brian Poloni of Stanford. And we saw in the second period, Brian Kazuz taking a blow to the head. You think that had any type of outcome on the entire match?
No, they were both fine. There was no problems. Poloni just wrestled fantastic. They wrestled before. Kazuz won 5-3. But this time, Poloni came out ready to wrestle. He really wrestled a fantastic match.
If Hancock is to win this match, what does he have to do?
He's got to catch him. Tiger is better technically. He's big, he's long. He's going to control the match. He has to hope in the third period, or if he gets a chance, to catch him with a throw.
How much better has Travis Tiger gotten from last year to this year?
He's just a dominant force in the state right now. There's not too many people who can beat him.
A couple of back points there, and he is very close to a pin. Hancock has the left shoulder out. Tiger showing his strength. Hancock trying to get away.
Hey.
Clock stops at 1 with injury.
And Coach, with these programs coming here this weekend, what is the next event that is lined up for most of these schools in this area?
We have our class tournaments with the FCIAC. We're double L and the L. So next weekend at Trumbull is the double Ls, and for the L tournament, we will be at Bristol Eastern High School.
We're taking a look now at Travis Tiger, 171-pound senior, ranked number 2 in the state. So when you talk about the best wrestlers in this state, where do we come up with the rankings? Who votes on that? Who comes up with those rankings?
The coaches vote on it. Right now, Connecticut Wrestling Wire produces the individual rankings. It's basically they look at how they're doing against common opponents, and he's had one loss to the #1 guy, and that's it. Everybody else he's beaten. He's won 3 or 4 tournaments this year, and it's really been a dominant season for him.
Moving into the second period, I want to give you a chance to thank some people. I know there's a lot that goes into this event. How many people are a part of this? How many hands are involved in this?
Well, between our AD and all our support staff, and then John Albrecht running the tournament and his support staff, and then Joe Vanna, who is the head of the wrestling committee for the FCIAC, there's a lot of people involved. We have trainers that we hire out. It's very complex, and it's a big event, but they do a great job every year.
And Mike Morris, retiring, he's a legend.
Mike was coaching when I was in high school. I wrestled against his team when he was a coach. When I first started coaching 22 years ago, he was a coach at Danbury. He's a great guy. He's done a lot for the sport.
I got to be honest, Coach. You were wearing the mic while Brian was wrestling. Did you have to hold back at all?
No, I tried. I try to let them wrestle. If they need me to yell instructions, then they're in trouble because they have to go out there and do it. You really can't do much except for tell them to try to do some little things when there's a break. But during the match, they're pretty much on their own.
Coach Gallo joining us. And Coach, more blood now for Travis Tiger. He has a 7-0 advantage. When you have a wrestler who obviously is the better wrestler or the more accomplished wrestler, and now they're starting to have some blood issues, what are you telling your wrestler over there?
Right now is just keep control of the match. You have the match won, just don't get caught. You just don't want to make a mistake. As long as he just controls the match and doesn't do anything risky, he's got this one with a 7-0 lead.
And we saw in the 152-pound final where blood time kind of worked to the advantage for Comiskey to at least tie the match up in the top-bottom position, but ultimately Jimenez with a great throw in the closing seconds. But how, as a coach, when blood time occurs, how important is it to capitalize on those moments where you have a quick breather to give that advice?
It's very important to get some technical advice just so you can tell them situational things, what to do, and try to score and how to score.
Still a 7-0 advantage for Travis Tiger.
We've had maybe an unusual amount of pins so far in the final round, about 4 or 5. Are you surprised that we've seen so many pins?
We have some very high quality guys, and I'm really not surprised because our #1 seed on a couple of really dominant wrestlers in the state, ranked in the top 3. So when they're wrestling somebody who isn't quite as good. So you're going to see some pins. And we've just had some great wrestling, and a couple guys got caught.
Final 60 seconds of the second period. The Band-Aid came off of Travis's nose. The Tiger trying to win this one on a pin. Nope, not going to do it there. He did amass 3 more back points. Takes a 10-0 advantage. He'll add to that total here. And that'll do it. Big win for the #2 ranked wrestler in the state of Connecticut, Travis Tiger. Before we let you go, Coach, what impresses you the most about Travis Tiger, especially in that match?
It's just his ability to flow from move to move. He never gets in trouble. He's just flowing. Stops wrestling, he just stops wrestling, he just stops wrestling, he just stops wrestling, he just goes non-stop the whole time.
Coach, thank you for everything you do for this sport.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Travis Tiger, the winner at 171.